mixed doubles. And here we are back in Nanjing at the World Championship, and the first 3 matches have been completed, all won in 2 straight games, and the mixed doubles is coming up with LIAO and CHEN of Chinese Taipei against Tan and LAI of Malaysia. And here we have the draw, and as you can see it's the bottom half, and the winners of this match is going to play the Thailand pair, the number 10 seeds. And the players will soon make their way onto court. And as you can see, the pair from Chinese Taipei, they are number 40 on the world ranking, and that's based on 9 tournaments. The best ever they have been is 31, and that happened on the 9th of March 2017. The other pair, on the other hand, is presently number 21 in the world, and that's based on 17 tournaments. The best ever ranking they've had is 9, and that was on the 15th of March 2018. The pair from Malaysia has been a little bit disappointing lately. They have lost quite a lot of first-round matches. They lost the German Open, the All England, the Asian Championship, Malaysian Open, Indonesian Open and Thailand Open. All of them in the first round, and that's why they have dropped down to number 21 on the world ranking. Something they desperately try to arrest and want to get back into the top 10 again as quickly as possible. And here we have Lai Peijing and Tan Kiang Ming leading the players on to the court here. And we're getting ready to do the toss of the coin very shortly. So, as I previously mentioned, the Malaysian pair is desperately trying to arrest the situation, not losing the first round in yet another tournament. And as you can see, the head-to-head between the 2 pairs here is that the Chinese Taipei pair is down. Tan and Lai is leading 1-0.
Service server.
So I beg your pardon, because I think I read that head-to-head wrongly, because it's actually the other pair. In my notes, it's saying that the other pair from Chinese Taipei is the pair up. They won a match in 2016. here we have the profile of LIAO Minjun, age 30, 180 centimeters, and as previously mentioned, ranking is 40, and the highest with his partner here is 31 in the world. His partner is Chen Xiaohuan, and she's age 31 and 157, and of course the same ranking applies, 40, and the highest ever is 31. Here we have Tan Kian Ming, the tall athlete from Malaysia, height 185, age 24, and the ranking at the moment is 21. But as previously mentioned, Lai Peijing and him has been as high as number 9 on the world ranking. And the profile here of Lai Peijing, age 25, 160 centimeters. And of course, once again, the same ranking applies. And the best ever was 9 in the world, and that happened on the 15th of March, 2018.
Ready to play.
I saw the pair from Chinese Taipei play in Singapore Open just the other week, where they got to the quarter-final but lost to an Indonesian pair, Kayu Ono and Kandao, and they lost 21-10, 21-13. And here we have the Malaysian head coach for mixed doubles, which is Pang Chichang. The Chinese Taipei coaching bench as well. So we are soon ready to commence this match, as soon as the umpire is saying love or play. So it will be a very interesting match for the Malaysian pair here, because they desperately need to get back on track. They have been dropping and dropping on that world ranking, and the draw here at the World Championship is actually quite favourable to these two players. They are standing good chances of advancing in this tournament, but they have to play well. They have to play at their very best, as what we've seen them play when they play to standard of top 10 in the world. What we can mention about LIAO as well for Chinese Taipei is that he at the moment is the highest ranked Chinese Taipei player in the men's doubles, not in mixed doubles but in the men's doubles, and him and his partner is all the way up to number 10 at the moment on the world ranking. So please don't be deceived.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's a player
on my
of
right,
great qualities.
LIAO Minjun, Chen Xiaohuan,
and here we have De
Chinese
Silva,
Taipei.
The umpire.
And on my left, Tan Kian Ming, Lai Peijing,
De Silva from
Malaysia.
Sri Lanka, and Liao Jun,
Lai Peijing to serve,
the service judge, and she's from China.
Low all. Play.
And I'm delighted to welcome my colleague, Steen Petersen, the former Danish national coach, and he's alongside me here. And you and I, we're going to talk a little bit about this match. And how do you see it? How do you see this mixed doubles coming up?
1-all.
Exactly, exactly.
Service over 2-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
I couldn't agree with you more. This is a crucial tournament for them. You know, they have to do well. They have to start picking up again. But I had the luxury of watching LAI also play Thailand Open, Singapore Open, and in the men's doubles, I really think they play well. Very attacking, good play, very fast on court, but also playing very clever shots at times. He's very good turning a defensive situation into an attacking situation and so on.
The female player, Chen Xiao, won a lot. I haven't seen her a lot. They've had good mixed doubles players, Chinese Taipei with the Chen Wen-Xing earlier on. They're struggling a little bit on the females doubles players part. All other categories they're doing really well, in my opinion. So interesting to see if she perhaps is the weak link in this mixed doubles.
So Malaysia is 4-3 up in this opening game.
Oh, stayed in.
Service over 4-all.
Good shot.
That was a good shot, wasn't it? You know, get out of my way, I'm going to play this shot.
What was she doing down there?
Yes, she was not supposed to be there.
No. Almost all the mixed doubles, of course, is playing from the favorite position with the female player at the net and the male player at the back court, where one of the general ideas is to try and protect the female player in the game.
Sometimes we see some of the female players be so strong defensively and also aggressively from the back line that we have a more like a double situation.
Exactly.
So I'm sure you can mention many more than me, but for me, of course, Liliana Natsi is one of them that can hold her own on the back.
Yeah, the first one I came to think of was one that's not in this tournament, at least not as a player. That's Camilla Rutherford when she won the World Championship in 2009 with Thomas Laybourne. Definitely a pair that wasn't afraid to play in opposite positions, so to speak, with Yule at the back.
So it's all about settling down in this match. In these early stages of the match, you tend to be a little bit nervous. The ones that settle down quickest is obviously having the best chance.
Yeah, and also exactly settling down, getting used to conditions, because even though there's been a lot of familiarization practice in the hall, it's going to be different when the spectators here and the air condition is a little bit more on and so on.
Yeah, circumstances are changing from the practice venue and until you get into the real venue here as we see it.
8-6. Service over 7-8.
So how do you find the Malaysian pair? You know, of course, have a little bit of insight to it, but how do you see it?
Yeah, as you mentioned in the beginning, yeah, I haven't seen them a lot because we don't broadcast from the first round. At least most tournaments we don't. But from what I've seen, it's I think it's basically it's a normal process they're going through with Tang Qianming switching from singles to mixed doubles, and that can really get you some early results.
Yeah, no doubt about that. He changed from men's singles in 2015, and he was at the time number 104 on that world ranking in men's singles. And it was decided that, you know, to give him a chance. And as you exactly say, going into that mixed doubles category, it was a big change for him, and there was a lot of attention to it. And of course, you know, it was hyped up quite a lot.
There was some problems with my microphone apparently here, so yeah. I couldn't finish my my sentence.
No, I was trying to do the best I could on your behalf.
So there's some skills that are easily transferable from mixed doubles, or sorry, from men's singles to mixed doubles, but then when you've sort of utilized those strengths and the opponent starts to get some video of your game, then they start challenging you on your weaker sides, and that could of course be the defense and the play from below the tape, which is quite different in mixed doubles from men's singles. So I think that it's very important. That's a good shot. That to get better in exactly that part of the game that we saw here. That's
yeah,
important.
just now, exactly. Which means that the Malaysian pair, Tan and Lai, goes into the mid-game interval with a lead of 11-9. So here we have some really good slow motion pictures of Chen here in the picture. Yeah, that's a tricky shot to play.
11-9.
So we're ready to commence here. Lai Peijing to serve to LIAO. 11-9 it is. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Really important that the male player in the mixed double is capable of scoring his own points, or at least powerful enough and dangerous enough to set up his partner.
Yeah, one of the problems for the Malaysian duo sometimes is that Lai Peijing is not aggressive enough at the net, which means that she's not setting up her partner well enough.
She has to win the net.
She's got to win the net.
But I can also see the troubles for her, because I mean she's got a very good net player to compete against back home in practice in
yes,
in Go Liu Ying, and I don't think she can beat her at the net. So when they're playing that pair, Chen Peng-Soon and Go Liu Ying, in practice, she probably shouldn't play the net. Or that's, I know it's a little bit the opposite way around, but in order to beat them, she shouldn't play the net. But in order to get better,
you have to play it.
You have to play it and learn from her.
Yes, There's no doubt that Go Luying is one of the absolute best women mixed doubles players in the world.
Service over 11-13. Service over 14-11.
It's great for the Malaysians, the way that Chen is playing at the net, that she's pushing instead of challenging Lai Pei-Jing. I feel that Chinese Taipei pair would have the upper hand if they could get the attack. That's most likely so in every mixed double. It's a battle for the attack. In the end, the battle for the attack moves on to the net, where it's a battle for the net to win the net and get the opponents to lift.
Here we saw how she transferred a tricky situation into an attacking situation when she was playing that block shot from the quite far back on the court, but then moving forward, got the lift, and then the partnership winning the point.
Good shot.
Service over 16-12.
So that's what you can call a challenge. Playing a good challenge at the net there. Lai Pei-Jing didn't see what was coming, and she missed it. But playing these, as you say, downwards shots into that mid-court area as well is really crucial. This one there.
Yeah, that's good.
That is really crucial.
Service over 17-13.
But so far the Malaysian pair seems to be very confident and composed in this match. 18-13 up in this first game, and has not made that many unforced errors as I see it. Chinese Taipei pair here had good opportunities to block at the net and secure the attack, but chose to go these flat exchanges and got out of it quite badly.
So one of the situations where the lift gets a little bit too short here from Tan Kian Meng. That's definitely what you want to avoid, because in pure physical strength, of course, the female player is a little bit weaker than the male player, so more difficult to withstand the attack of the opponents.
So game point here has arrived for Tan Kian Meng and Lai Pei-Jing of Malaysia. They are 20 game point, 14 up.
Service over. 15.
So, in your opinion, do you think that the Chinese Taipei pair should do now? You know, when they have the interval and have to talk about what's going to happen.
Yeah, they definitely got to get the attack. I would flick Lai Peijing a lot more than they've done to get her away from her preferred position, and then it should create some space on the front court that they could exploit. But I doubt that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I doubt it as well. And here we saw the first game finishing.
21-16.
Malaysia taking the opening game 21-16. So we are soon ready to begin again this second game. Just waiting for the umpire to call 20 seconds, as what he did just now. And the first game we've been witnessing here, the Malaysian pair, Tan and Lai, have been fairly comfortable and have controlled the match nicely. Really been setting it up good and attacking quite well. See if they can maintain this, and of course from the other side of the coin, would the pair from Chinese Taipei be able to change something? Have they discussed something in the interval here that maybe we will see some changes to the game plan?
What's he doing? Lamio Chung, is he playing some ice hockey with an insect or what?
There's an insect. There's
a rather big one.
Yes, there's wildlife, as Joe Clark would say. There's wildlife on court.
Yeah.
One low.
He missed that one, Liao, but in my opinion, that's exactly how a third shot should not be from Lai Peijing. Round tape level to the male player on the opposite side. It's not a good formula for winning matches in the long run.
This is one of the reasons why Tan Ken Ming was chosen to be transferred from men's singles to mixed doubles, was the fact that he had such a powerful smash, and he's
good in the
quick
flat game as well,
and he's got really quick from side to side and all that.
Yeah.
So to use that offensive skills in the mixed doubles would be really advantageous.
Yeah. I think one of the pitfalls that you sometimes fall into as a new combination is that in the beginning you make some really good results that are perhaps a little bit better than your regular playing strength is, and then you raise the expectations. Sometimes you're quite sort of knowledgeable yourself about what you can do and what you can't do, but you also raise the expectations of others, and so you get judged from a little bit of a wrong perspective, so to speak, because you will be able to beat better pairs that sort of suit your playing style, but on the other hand, you can lose to some players who can exploit the weaknesses in your own playing style. And looking back at the results from Tan Kin Meng and Lai Peijing, I saw that they lost to the fellow countrymen, Go Sun Huat and Xiao Jemilei a couple of times.
Exactly.
And they know them from practice, so they might be able to exploit these kind of things. And then when you look at the first round losses, well, it's Jiang Nan and Li Yunhui, it's Tantoy Ahmad, Liliana Nasir, and He Jiting and Du Yue and pairs like that. And I mean, sometimes you lose to those pairs because they're really, really good.
Very
and
good.
Especially if you're working on some of the weaker elements in your game, it takes time and it takes patience, and that's a tough situation, and really shows the true character, in my opinion, for a doubles combination. How well do you cope with adversity, and are you actually able to improve instead of just playing on and hope for
the best?
Yeah.
I agree with you. That's well spoken. A bit lucky on that one, Tan Kin Meng. The attack straight down into the forehand of Chen, but she pushed it long on the back line. He was out of position.
Played by LIAO.
Service over.
Constructed.
7.
Yeah, he kept the attack quite nicely and waited for his opportunity. He's got a good smash as well, so it's all about setting it up for the Chinese Taipei pair and just wait for the right opportunity.
Service over. 8-3.
You couldn't see it in the picture here, but the body language of Liao Mingchun was, in my opinion, very telling. It was like, okay, this is not going to go. We're not going to win this one.
Now you can see how he's shaking his head now and again as well. Try to have a look at this one just after. Maybe it comes as he's just rising up. No, we didn't see it. But you're right, body language is saying a lot.
And then there's rallies like this where he shows that there is potential.
Service over. 4-10. Service over. 11-4 interval.
Malaysia goes into the interval, 11-4 up in this second game in just 9 minutes.
去他吃的球的好地方，就可以研究的时候，而且他比国内要投放，就质量上1.1个3.1点，目标方面1.5就快一点，人们讲的具备當住或者掂住啲佢哋嘅比賽，都改一改啦啲入路叫嘢應該做，不如他呢樣啫，嚇，你先幫人。
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. 11-4. Play.
It's not very often you see Lai Pei-Jing do that, playing an outright winner at the top of the net there. That was really well played. And this is obviously what we discussed earlier, something that she has to strive towards being able to do.
Yeah. Must be quite satisfied, Che Peng-Cheng, Malaysian coach. I saw he stressed that his players had to be alert all the time here because upsets happen in World Championships, and you definitely don't want to be on the wrong end of that.
No.
Especially in the early rounds here, so no reason to give the opponents the impression that it's possible. And that's a crucial situation right now, even though they're having a comfortable lead, 13-5. I mean, if they can close this out with a big margin, then they can go into the second round on Wednesday with a positive feeling. So don't get too sluggish now and play some bad points, because it will still be there.
I do agree with you. You know, you don't want to be, you know, complacent and think everything's going to go my way. We're going to win it, whatever happens.
And also now, don't just play for winning this match. Play for preparing well for the next match. What is he supposed to come back? I mean, that's the men's doubles, in my opinion. He's supposed to play a much better downward shot so that he can cover the backcourt himself.
Yeah, the quality of that shot is simply not good enough.
Service over, 15-8.
But so far, a very comfortable lead, 16-8 for the Malaysian pair, having won the first game 21-16.
Yeah, basically a perfect first round match for Tan and Lai, because you definitely don't want it to be too easy. On the other hand, you want it. You want to be sure that you're going to win the match,
but you don't want it too easy.
So you want to get something out of it in terms of getting used to the circumstances.
It's funny you're saying that, because I mentioned that in the 3 previous matches.
Yeah, they were really quick.
Very, very quick, and you know, you can debate, is this good or is this bad? And in my personal opinion, from my own experience, I would prefer to be pushed a little bit, because you're settling in on the court so much better.
Yeah, we don't know if it was bad, but I think we can definitely say it's not good.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where you're standing. Exactly. Playing players that are so far below you in playing strength that you can't really tell anything from it.
So Malaysia here just 3 points away from claiming victory. That's a good shot, good cross-court shot there by LIAO.
Service over, 10-18.
I think from what we've seen here, it's fair to say that at least this pair here, judged from that, Chinese Taipei still has a job to do in finding the female doubles players that are competitive enough to challenge for the later stages of the tournament.
19-10.
shot. Oh, that's a pity.
Service over, 11-19.
Yeah, good closing down the net there by CHEN.
12-19.
Attacking that net straight away, making sure that Lai Pei-Jing couldn't play the shot, at least not without getting punished.
That's a good rally.
That's very nicely played, isn't it? Good cross-court drop shot there by Tan Kian Ming. Had different options, but choosing this one, and what a perfect one it is. Setting up match point, 20 match point, 12 for the Malaysians.
Service over, 13-20.
So far, 2 match points has been saved, and make it 3. 15-20.
15-20.
Comes great variation, not using the power smash here by Tan Kian Ming, but choosing to go for angle, and it was a very, very steep one, less power, but really well played by Tan Kian Ming, which means that Malaysia is winning 21-15.
Won by Tan Kian Ming, Lai Pei-Jing, 21-16, 21-15.
So the Malaysians safely back into the second round of this mixed doubles competition at the World Championship here in Nanjing, China. And this is the last rally of the match. And here we saw that good change of pace of Tan Kian Ming. Great elevation, getting up very high, and then making the winner. And here we got the confirmation. 21-16, 21-15, Tan and Lai safely through to the second round in the mixed doubles.